So I visited the Badagry slave port and it really broke my heart. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chamaka. I'm a YouTuber from Lagos, Nigeria. On today's video, I am in Badagry and I want to explore what the slave trade used to be back in the day. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. This is Temitope. He's going to be showing me around. There are 5 places I'm going to tour today, so please just come along with me. When I was young, my mom told me about her uncle who mysteriously disappeared and no one saw him again till today, or even his body. So I wondered, could this be what happened to him? I have that thought at the back of my mind throughout this experience.
Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Badagry.
Thank you so
Temitope
much.
Mobee is my name, and I'm a curator of the Mobee Slavery Museum, where we have the real chain, chapels, used on our forefathers during the period of slave trade.
Okay.
Badagry was known to be a slave corridor, and slaves gotten from the York Empire were usually brought down here. They sell them to the people of Badagry, while the people of Badagry will sell to the white men. And this trade lasted for about 350 to 400 years in Badagry. Slave trade was abolished in Badagry in the year 1888 by the help of the man-ready here, Nomyn.
So this is the burial site.
Yeah, Badagry has 8 quarters, and 6 out of the 8 quarters were dealing with one country or the other. We have the British, the Dutch, the Portuguese, the French coming down to Badagry to buy slaves. This is called the neck lock for the neck of the slaves. Slaves were meant to walk with this chain around their neck for 18 hours every day, 3 to 4 months, traveling on the Atlantic Ocean. Feel the weight of the chain around their neck. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I can't even about to carry to walk inside the farm for 18 hours before they get to their final destination. These slaves are meant to drink water from this bowl at a time. And they drink water from the bowl with their hand really tight to the back. Of course, they bend down to make water like animals.
So you bend down.
Yeah.
So what if the water then gets
Then they will need to give them one handful of water for 1 day. And in the course of leaking water from this bowl, most times they get caught by the heads of the bowl. Because the head is rough and sharp. They get caught, the blood drips into the water. The slaves have no choice. They have to drink the water like that because they have access to food and water once in a day. And finally, here's a picture of the well at the point. It's not only about a place called the point of no return, journey to unknown destination. This well was the reason why that place is truly called the point of no return. Slaves were forced to drink from this well and they were forced to make this recitation. After making the recitation, they become less aggressive and they lose their memory. And that was the reason why Nigeria was actually the largest supplier of slaves during the period of slave trade. Nigeria alone contributed 24% of the total slave taken out of Africa. So also Angola, 24%, followed by Ghana, 16%. Any question? Before we move further?
I'm already traumatized. I'm traumatized. This whole place is just, this whole thing is just ridiculous to start with. I don't understand the reason why slaves have to be taken from to go and serve in another man's land. Just the recitation here alone is just really, I have no words.
So from there we'll go to the barrack room and you see the size of the room for 40 human beings.
What exactly did these slavers tell our forefathers to convince them to sell people? I can't even imagine the fear in the mind of these slaves upon capture and trade-off.
Williams advice, cuts. Barrack of 40 slaves cell. So we're going to see the rooms of the slaves during the period of slavery, and 40 of them were kept in a room, and we have 40 rooms
people
in a room.
in a room.
They eat, urinate, defecate on each other inside the room for 3 to 4 months, waiting for the ship to arrive. So you're going to see the room for 40 human beings with small ventilation Come and look at the ventilation for 40 room, for the room of 40 people. So they're going to be inside this place for 3 to 4 months before they cross them to the point of no return.
For the exchange for slaves.
So this umbrella was exchanged for 40 people.
Yeah, 40 people. And one slave carries it at the head of the chief, just like that. And it's very heavy. Feel it.
Oh, I don't need to carry it. So this bottle now is what? How many people?
Exchange for 10 slaves in 1873.
Interesting. How many people did he need to give?
For this one?
Yes. Okay, so this was just gift items.
Yeah. Each of them will exchange for 10 slaves.
10 slave per plate.
And this is 5. It's 50 people.
So 50 people
Yes.
for 5 plates. Okay. So for slaves that revolted against their slave masters, the gallows torture was used on them. They were hanged till they died. Another thing that blew my mind was that before the slaves can live with their new slave masters, they had to visit a certain shrine for prayers. Take a look. So sorry, let me get this straight. So before they were auctioned, they would come here.
When they bought them, when they were sold,
Okay.
before they embark on the journey,
Yes.
they appeal to the gods here.
They were appeal to
Perform
the gods.
ritual for the slaves for safe journey. You know, their journey is transatlantic slave
Yes.
trade. They appeal to them because here is the cause of prosperity, ocean, and winds.
Okay.
That's the reason why they perform the ritual here before embarking on the journey, safe journey, so that the boat will not capsize.
Okay.
The unsold slaves, the remaining slaves, the market was spent every five days.
Yes.
And the Lekete market supplied 300 slaves every market day. The remaining slaves, they kept them here till another 5 days. The stubborn ones, you can see how they got their mouths.
So at this point, I was off to see the point of no return and also the well that the slaves drink from to forget their memories before they embark on their journey.
According to the history, Badagry was founded 1425 and the slave trade started in Badagry, here in Badagry 15 centuries ago, and it lasted for good 400 years during days of slave trade. So when those white people had a signal that the big ships arrived from the high sea, they have to march those slaves from the bar of Kulu, where they kept them, down to the slave port. When they got to the port, they load them inside the canoe. They have to paddle the canoe from that edge to here. When they get here, they line them up. The chain will be around the neck, the mouth will be clips, and their leg will be locked. They have to walk on this island. From this shore to the seashore is about 1.5 kilometers.
You know, I don't even know what I was thinking. I thought I could do the whole 1.5 kilometer walk. It wasn't up to 500 meters. I had to call it bike. These people, these slaves, they really suffered, to be really honest. They really did. As I got to the well, I could feel the energy around it. I could just feel that push. In fact, something was pushing me to just try it, just drink it. I was like, I beg, my village people have not find me and reach here. I had to just slowly turn back and leave. So initially, this is the point of no return where the slaves left the shores of Nigeria to an unknown destination. But the structure has been built in such a way that it curves back into Nigeria, and it's now being called the point of return. I also saw the first story building in Nigeria and some other interesting places, but in order not to make this video too long, I'm going to end this video here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to me if you're not yet subscribed. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.